So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, a run with Hall. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is... They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
With Jennings. Back to throw, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. First down.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
Through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6 coming up. Here's Purdy to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's first down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Purdy to throw.
Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's second down. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the Niners first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and then went for it and got it.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, It's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's a touchdown run from 10 yards out.
We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score at OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it, what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Mecole Hardman, one man to beat. And he will score.
Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for two.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Teamwork, baby. That's right. Teamwork. Let's go. Come on, boys. Keep it going. Take it to him.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they bring him down after just a short pickup. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.